Spoiler alert. Yo, hello. Welcome to Reading Dune Reactions. This is Caleb. That's
Hi.
Evan.
I'm Evan. Hi.
So, we are about right now 1 month away from Dune being released.
Woo!
In the United States.
Yeah!
It's currently being released international, and let me tell you, the reviews so far have been great. Evan, you have not seen any of the promo footage, the marketing they've been putting out, right?
No, I have not. And it's not because that's our shtick here at Reading Dune that I don't know anything and Caleb knows everything. It's that I didn't know it came out. So here we go.
So what better than to watch some of the stuff and react to it? So this is how it's going to work. We got 3 different clips.
Yeah.
I'm going to shout out to Secrets of Dune YouTube page. I'm pulling them from there. And we're going to, oh my gosh, we're going to start watching. So are we ready, Evan?
I guess. I think so.
Let's let the spice flow.
Are we gonna 3, 2, 1?
Yeah,
press
yeah.
play?
Ready? Yeah, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Denis Villeneuve has a grasp on character-driven narratives, small in scope or large in scope. Thanks to Frank Herbert, here's a story that's on that scale, but with characters and relationships and stories. You know, and these were the things that made me want to act.
There is no call we do not answer. There is no faith that we betray.
Dune is the story of the Atreides family that falls into the trap set by the Emperor, who is getting more and more jealous of their growing popularity.
House Atreides stands as a beacon where every other house in that galaxy is in reference to that, either as enemies or as friends. He wants to not only make sure that his people survive,
that
but
was a
his
close-up
son
of the
is kind of
ornithopter.
leader that he thinks he should be.
Paul Atreides
Dude.
is the son of Duke Leto and Lady Jessica. And my initial conversation with Denis was simply begging him to, be able to take part in the film.
The great houses look to us for leadership, and
Who
this
was
threatens
that?
the Emperor.
Gurney Halleck and Duncan Idaho did feel like big brothers. They rib him, especially Jason.
He's the protector of the Atreides. I mean, he's definitely the head knight who watches over the family.
Sarkar!
I mean, that's his sworn duty. I mean, that's what any honorable knight soldier does.
No! Duncan!
Yo,
That's
is that
his family.
Sietch Tabar though?
Gurney Halleck is a combat trainer, and he's a warrior. Oh man. A fight!
He's a very strict but fun, visceral, paternal, maternal. He's all of those things to Paul.
Paul Atreides, you are your father's son. You are my son.
That was the tenth scene,
Lady
yeah?
Jessica is part of the Order of the Bene Gesserit. This order that she's a part of, we can say, would make her perhaps the non-traditional partner to Duke Leto.
This group of women who carries enormous strength and power. They are bodyguards, they are fighters, they can read people. And this is what Jessica is having to deal with, being a mother,
Hand signals?
a lover, and this Bene Gesserit.
What?
How can the Emperor take everything we've built and give it to that Duke?
Okay, Batista.
Not a gift. Every movie needs its bad guys, and the Harkonnens are the old ancestral enemies of the Atreides.
The Harkonnen have been a very dark, sadistic family in this galaxy.
Frank Herbert created a very powerful character into Baron Vladimir Harkonnen.
He just shows up and then his shadow looms throughout the film. He's the cause of many people's death.
He feeds off of fear, he feeds off of pain. He's a vicious, sadistic person.
Now squeeze, Rabbit. Squeeze hard.
Yes, Uncle. And the Fremen.
Kill them all.
The Fremen are native tribes. People living in the deep desert. They had the capacity to adapt to the toughest environment. Deep heat, massive sandstorm, dangerous predators all around.
Stilgar is
It
the
was Jameis!
Fremen. He is a powerful character, and he's a warrior, but also is a warrior. He worries about the future.
Take good care of your family.
Dr. Kynes. On the surface was seemingly just somebody who's an ecologist, someone who cares about the Fremen. But then you start to understand how much pressure she is actually under.
Paul is dreaming about this strange young woman that keeps talking to him in his dream. She feels like an old friend again, and someone that wants to guide him.
Follow the friend. Johnny is native to Arrakis. She's used to this hostility between her people and the people that are trying to take from her
We all
land.
just heard her say Chani,
She's
right?
a fighter at the end of the day.
Chani.
House Atreides and the Harkonnen have an ancient grudge, and the forces that they're up against are much greater than he had anticipated.
They're on a path of conflict, and it's the moral catalyst to Paul's arc towards something greater.
Something greater.
Oh, man. Well.
All right. Thoughts? What do you got?
First of all, I just paused. It like replayed, and I paused on like the split-second shot, like the one frame shot of Thufir Hawat with the whited out eyes.
Yeah.
Don't like that. I'm just going to press play for a second and get that out of there because that was creepy.
That's his, that's the portrayal of the Mentat computation.
Oh,
he's doing
I didn't even think about that. I figured they just like closed their eyes and like, you know, moved them around real fast. That was spooky. Anyway.
Yeah. Anywho.
There was a lot in that 4-minute video. Like a lot of things that I haven't seen before. And I'm assuming the rest of the populace up until seeing this video hadn't seen before.
Right.
And there was so much. First of all, the pronunciation of a lot of those names, we messed those up. We did not do a great job at those.
I wash my hands of that, yeah.
Except for Chani. I got Chani right from the beginning.
Johnny is native to Arrakis.
Just wanted to throw that out there. Caleb was all with the Cheney thing. I'm like, nah, bro. It's not exotic enough. But I digress now that I'm proven right.
You're right.
I don't even know. The ornithopters, that close-up on the ornithopter.
Yeah. When its wings go in.
Yeah.
It just swoops down.
Yeah, and it was like they were flat. I was picturing much more like bug-like, you know, with like the...
Yeah, the wings are just going like this.
Yeah. But then like they fold up and they just look like big flat bars. I don't know. It was cool though. It's a cool design for sure.
There's so much in this trailer. I don't know if we can get to all of it. So we did see the Baron way more in this than we've ever seen before.
Right. And he looks fatter than he did in the trailer, but still cool and super evil. And he takes baths in black snot. I don't know what that was, but
squeeze, Rabbit. Squeeze hard.
Yes, Uncle. And the Fremen.
Kill them all.
We did get the tent scene.
Paul Atreides, you are your father's son. You are my son.
All right, are you ready for the next one? I'm ready for the next one.
Let's go. Okay.
On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1.
When I decided
Thumper,
to do
right away.
I wanted really to create a new soundscape, and I was in need of a composer. I asked Hans Zimmer if he knew Dune, the book, and Hans answered was that it was probably one of his favorite book of all time, and it was one of his biggest dream to score Dune. So his answer was a big yes.
More ornithopters.
Always more about the conversation.
What?
Because
Eric
I knew the book so well.
That was Eric?
He knew the book so well. We knew our subject. So now it was figuring out how we were going to interpret something that we truly loved and admired.
Worked very closely together.
Nope.
Part of what I love about the score is how
Scale.
unfamiliar it is. It's incredibly exotic, it's emotional, it's intense, it is wholly original and very specific to the film.
We're telling a story in multi-dimensional ways, and we're using voices and a language that you don't understand, and at the same time, somehow you understand it emotionally.
Look how big that ship is.
Dude.
He did tons of experience. They created even instruments. He kept saying to me, that music is not from our world. It needs to come from another time, another planet. Those sounds.
He created instruments? What?
Yeah.
Oh, I think that is
Ever making sounds, making instruments, getting people to learn how to play instruments in a different way. The one thing that we felt would be true through any culture would be the voice. So the score is based on mainly female voices, and then we developed our own language.
He had recordings being made all around the world for months, and you could tell his team were just living that extreme Studio Tan lifestyle, editing together thousands of samples and recordings.
If you surround yourself with incredibly brave, reckless and talented people, they'll lead you into new directions automatically. I always know we're on the right path when somebody goes, this might be the worst idea you've ever heard.
And spent months defining sounds, creating new sounds, searching, pushing the envelope to be reflected, and doing tons of experiments and crazy experiments with crazy instruments.
Oh, no.
It's quite a privilege for me to work with such an artist. One of the most inspiring and powerful artistic encounter in my life is the one with Hans Zimmer. So to have the chance to work with him on Dune is like one of the big privileges of my life.
I want the audience to come with us on this journey to this planet and to this world.
I want
which
one.
Seems huge and vast, unfathomable, and then at the same time realize that it's all about the smallest and tiniest emotion. Just like the desert is made up of grains of sand, and
Okay.
music is just made up of grains.
Okay,
of
Hans.
notes. So rather than it being a massive blanket,
The storm.
this is different. This is moving emotion.
This is saying a lot, but I think it's one of the best scores that Hans has ever written. It really kind of touches you inside. It makes you feel something.
Okay, so first of all, film for IMAX. I'm gonna go see it in IMAX. Sorry, it's just gonna happen.
I gotta go. I haven't got my tickets yet. Is that bad?
No, I don't think they're out yet. I haven't bought them either. I'll let you know ASAP. Yeah.
Okay.
So much new footage.
Right. In something that's like about the soundtrack.
Yeah.
We got so many different angles of the ornithopter that time.
So many.
And like how they work, how like, I was geeking out just about that this whole time.
So we see the sandworm completely eat the harvester.
Right.
Yeah.
Like actually eat the harvester.
I love the scale of this movie. The scale feels intense when you see the ships popping out, or just how small they are. And they're
right. When it's like there's that shot of the freighter, and then this little tiny dot comes out of it, and then it lands on Arrakis, and it's this like massive, gigantic orb spaceship.
Yeah.
What? That's crazy. The freaking freighter's the size of a continent for whatever reason.
Or like when the sandworm is coming, that's that first shot, and you see it, and it just pops out of the sand. Oh my gosh,
dude! As a music person, though, I'm really excited to see what else Hans Zimmer does, like with motifs, like what kind of musical motifs is he going to create for the Fremen or the Harkonnen or the Atreides or specific characters, you know, like
or the Prescients,
right? In the Lord of the Rings, there's a theme for Gollum, right? There's a theme for the Shire that is very distinct from the theme for the Fellowship. And like every little thing has a different musical theme that they explore and like mess with as those things happen or show up on screen. I'm excited to see how he does that with like, does Chani have a theme? Because when Paul dreams about Chani and then when he meets Chani, is that music gonna repeat? like all that kind of stuff. I'm real pumped to see how that works out.
Or I want to see the Bene Gesserit, because he says that he used a bunch of women to do that. Right. And that's like the chatter in their head of all of the women past.
Yes.
And how that sounds and works, and like how to decipher that mental chatter, and as they're all talking at once to you. Yeah, I'm so excited.
God.
All right, now
wait. Is the soundtrack out?
It dropped today.
Okay, so we can listen to it right now.
We can listen to it, yeah.
Okay.
Right now.
Just so everyone is aware, if you're watching this video, go to Spotify or Apple Music or whatever, and just throw it on while you're at work and get some spooky vibes while you're working.
I tried to do that at work today. It did not work out well because I was like, what is happening? I feel like I was in the tent with Paul freaking out with him the whole time, which I'm so glad we get that tent scene. I was worried we weren't going to get it, but
Paul Atreides, you are your father's son. You are my son.
Where she you are an Atreides. You are your father's son.
It's like so motherly. Like, stop, buddy. Oh, no. I love you. Come here. What's the matter?
And and he's like, stop, Mom. This is serious.
I'm tripping balls, Mom. Stop.
Okay, next one.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
The Emperor asks us to bring peace to Arrakis. There is
I'm gonna go see it in IMAX.
We do not answer. There is no faith that we betray.
Dude, the ring. I low-key want that ring now.
I think the Atreides... Oh, I'll tell you.
I dreamed about Dune for a very long time. Since day one, the whole project has been designed to be seen on an IMAX screen.
Denny is a bit obsessed with this, so who better to direct it?
I've been having dreams about Arrakis.
His imagery creates a beautiful, intense experience, and you get sucked into it.
The whole thing feels like a dreamscape on a massive scale.
The desert takes the weak. Now our Atreides will live.
This film is larger than anything that I've ever done.
It's the genius of Frank Herbert on a huge scale.
We spoke a lot about
the storm,
and the emotion, and
dude,
how big the film is. It's beyond big.
I wanted to create an immersive experience, and the IMAX would be used for the impact of the desert on the human soul.
Okay.
It was IMAX that gave us that size, that scale, that scope that we were after.
I hope the audience will be blown away. I want them to be excited. I want them to be moved.
Trust me that you're gonna have a good time.
Okay, Jason.
That's what you want in a movie.
With me!
Ooh, that boy big.
Every time I jump, every single time. Oh my gosh. I really think my wife has essential oils. I'm just going to bring the cinnamon one in, and when it comes, I'm just going to start dabbing it.
Just throw it all over your face.
I want everyone to experience it with me.
Just bring like a little squirt bottle and mist the theater.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I wanted to say something. I was going to say it, and then I totally forgot. Ornithopter, ducal ring.
I want that ring.
Oh yeah.
I really hope that that's some weird memorabilia merch item that we can buy at some point, because that ring was tight.
Well, that's the ring it's the ring he's going to hold up, and he's trying to get spoilers. All the Fremen around.
Yeah.
Hold up. I am the Duke of Arrakis.
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody will make it out there.
Right.
Somebody will 3D print the thing. All right. So you know how the Atreides soldiers go, Atreides.
Yeah. House Atreides, accept.
I really think that's a setup for a payoff in part 2 where they go, Muad'Dib.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, dude, paying off. They're setting it up so we can pay it off later. I'm so excited about this movie. I'm going to go see it in IMAX.
Definitely.
Greg Fraser, the cinematographer, we'll give you just a quick. So he did Lion.
Okay.
He did Rogue One. He did Vice. He did 3 episodes of The Mandalorian. And he's doing the new Batman movie.
Oh, okay. So just all really like low level, bad looking movies. Is that's all he's working on? Yeah.
Yeah. Zero. He did Zero Dark 30. Like he's primed for war films.
Yeah.
And I was reading something that was saying how like they shot this movie with big wides and close-ups to get that feeling of like just how big of a scale this is. I'm so excited. You wanted to know about the thing coming out of the water?
Yeah, what was that?
All right, so that's where the Atreides keeps their ships.
In the water?
In the water.
Dang! Imagine explaining that to a Fremen. It's like, oh yeah, we just kept our big old spaceships under our giant water. They're like, oh, what?
What?
Your ships are bathed in gold.
Pretty much. Oh my gosh. I'm so pumped for this movie. Also, rumor mill, it's also going to be on HBO Max. So watch it in IMAX.
Yeah.
Then go directly home and watch it on HBO. That's what I'm going to do.
Well, that was my plan anyway.
And Warner Brothers said that the sequel, which by the way, the sequel is, or the Dune Part 1 right now is already topping off the international charts. They're saying that making a sequel doesn't matter about the money, is how well it does on HBO Max.
Oh.
So even if it doesn't hit big numbers because of the pandemic that we're coming out of and everything else and movie theater numbers, there's still a possibility that if it's received well on HBO, which I'm already hearing from reports from my international people on Twitter that seeing it the second time is better than the first time.
Right, because you're bound to miss so much because there's so much to see. I'm definitely planning on just like going to watch it in theaters, then watching it at home, then going to sleep, waking up, making some coffee, starting work, putting it on in the background on repeat until, like I know every line, basically.
You, me, and everybody else. Thank you so much for watching, people of the internet. Make sure you like and subscribe and comment below when you see the movie because it's going to be awesome. All right, Evan, I had fun. Are you ready to read Dune Messiah? Are you prepared emotionally?
I think I am. I think I need to know more because I still like Paul and I think he's a hero, but I feel like I'm missing something. So we got to do it, man. We got to do Messiah. We got to make it happen.
All right. Well, stay tuned, everyone, because Reading Dune Messiah may be coming up shortly. All right, Evan, stay spicy. I'll see you guys later.
Peace.